It's all right. I can see you.
Well, when you go back to speaker view, you should.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I see you. I don't see anyone else now.
That's okay. You don't need to.
All right.
I can see. I
All
can
right.
see.
Thanks, Eileen, for looking at my letter. I still need help, but it's all right. I'll figure it out. Okay. We'll talk later. Okay.
Okay. So we're going to get started. So I'm going to mute you. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, so today we're going to do a flow, and there was a request for breath work. And breath work is actually, in Sanskrit, it's called pranayama, which actually translates to life force, because that's what it is. When we work on our breath, it's our life force. It's where we can send it to any place in our body energetically that might be needing it. And today I thought we would start with, let's just start the class with the usual. Let's just get our class started with some vibrational energy to share, and then we'll move on to the breath work. So come to sit up with a nice tall spine, head lifting up towards the ceiling. Make sure your sits bones are grounded. However you're sitting is fine. It's always nice to share the vibrational energy because we're not together. It doesn't mean that we still can't share it together. I like to sit on a block just to make my hips lower, my hips above my knees. It's more comfortable for me and it helps to keep my spine tall. So if you don't have a block, you can roll up a blanket or stick a pillow and just sit on the edge. It definitely does help. And while I'm facing the camera, I'll be mirroring you. And when I'm alongside my mat, I'll be cueing you for left and right. So I'll be with you. Okay? So today I thought we would do what's called alternate nostril breathing, which is really, it's a great tool. And I think that you guys in your stressful lives can use it. You don't need a lot of time. You don't need any accessories. Just your fingers and your nose. So alternate nostril breathing is called Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, and it translates to subtle energy cleaning breathing. So subtle energies are the energies within our bodies, like our chakra system and things like that we're not aware of, but they're there. And it has very many benefits. So it can reduce stress, it improves cardiovascular function, and pulmonary function, and it lowers your heart rate, which I definitely don't need, but maybe others do. It promotes well-being, and it gives you, this is the most important part, it gives you a sense of control. So that's really, really important. So the way that this works is you're going to take, I'm going to go, all right, so let's start. We have our right leg in front in our easy seat, and our left foot is sort of nestled between the calf and the thigh, because we're going to be very aware of switching this out in a little bit. So take your right hand. I'm not going to mirror you because it's really hard with alternate nostril breathing to mirror. So take your thumb. It goes on your right nostril. Your pointer finger and your middle finger, press them to your third eye. And then you're going to use your ring finger and your pinky that go to your left nostril. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through the right nostril. We're going to pinch it off. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Pinch it off and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, etc. I'll tell you what to do, and I'm going to count it in fours. Okay, so right now I want you to take your pointer finger, your ring finger and your pinky, close off your left nostril. Take a nice breath in through the right. 2, 3, 4. Close the right, open the left. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Pinch. Open right. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Pinch it. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close it off. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Pinch it. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close it off. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Close it. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Pinch it off. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Pinch it. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Release. Breathe normally in and out through your nose. So with alternate nostril breathing, if you do about 9 rounds, you'll feel such a huge difference in your whole body if you're really, really focusing on that breath. And that's what I think that our intention should be for this practice, is just to worry about your breath, because the breath is really the vehicle between the body and the mind. And those are things that are really hard to happen. So if you ever lose your breath at any point during the practice, feel free to come into a child's pose, a downward dog, or even a mountain if we're standing, just to find your breath again. There is no shame. It is your practice, and it is up to you to listen to what your body needs and to honor that. Let's just take a nice deep breath in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale out of the nose. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the top. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the bottom. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Now try to sip in just a little bit more. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And try to push out just a little bit more. 2, 3, 4. Come back to your normal breathing. And remember, the breath is everything. If you're not linking movement to breath, you may still be practicing yoga, but you will not be getting the same benefits as you would if you were. Just so that you know for the future. So let's just warm up super quick. And we start with the neck. So inhale, bringing your right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale, drop your head behind you. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Don't bring your shoulders up to your ears. Bring your ear to your shoulder. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, drop your head behind you. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And if you like circles, you can do them. They just don't feel good for me. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Stay here. Take your left hand, stretch it out to the side. Really stretch your fingertips out. Feel that stretch on the left side of your neck. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Release your hand. Bring your head back up to neutral. Sit with it for a minute. And we're going to inhale, bringing our left ear to our left shoulder. Exhale, drop your head behind you. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, drop your head behind you. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Stay here. Right hand comes out. Stretch it as long as you can. Fingertips really pulling. Feel that stretch in the side of your neck. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Release your hand, bring your head back up to neutral, and sit with it. Breathing through your nose. Exhaling through the nose. If there's anything you need to let go of, take an inhale through the nose and sigh it out the mouth. Shoulders are next. So inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together and drag them down the back. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, squeeze and drag down the back. Inhale to the ears. Exhale, squeeze and drag. Reverse directions now. Inhale from behind, squeezing the shoulder blades, dragging them up, and then exhale down the front. Inhale, squeezing up from behind. Exhale down the front. Inhale, squeezing from behind, and exhale down the front. Inhale, both hands up by your ears, your biceps by your ears, and then exhale, let's just fold over our legs. It doesn't have to be deep, we're just starting, so try to feel in your body where you need to send your breath. It's a magical thing. If you're not breathing, then stop and recatch your breath, tap back into it, and then rejoin. Inhale, slowly walking your hands back. Switch out the legs, so now your left leg is going to be in front. Right foot nestled between the calf and the thigh. Sitting up tall, and we're just going to stir the pot. So just make circles, feeling all those places in your back and your hips. Sorry, Suzette. I know this is probably tapping into our practice from the other day. So keep circling it around, and you can get your shoulders involved. You can get pelvis involved. Just keep your sits bones grounded so that you can really get the full effect of this. So let's switch directions. Make sure you're breathing. I like to inhale as I go forward and exhale as I come back. The next time you come back, stop there. Inhale, both arms up. And then we're going to exhale. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left arm comes behind you by your hip or behind you. And keeping your spine tall, just turn to look over your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, both arms up by your ears. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee. Right hand behind you. Gently look over your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, both arms up by your ears again. Clasp your fingers, release your pointer finger, and just tilt. It's a tiny movement. Don't fold forward or back. Tilt. It's a small movement. To the left side. Feeling the right body stretch. And if you can turn to look under your arm, that's great. But if not, it's okay too. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold over your legs. Steady inhales, steady exhales. You'll notice anytime that we're in the middle, that's where I talk, because I don't have to worry about counting to make sure that we're even. And on your next inhale, walk your hands back in. Sit with it for a second, and then make your way into a tabletop position. So now, I will no longer be mirroring, but I will be doing the verbal cues to keep you on the right side of wherever we are. So tabletop position. And we'll just start with cat and cow. So make sure your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. On an inhale, you're going to drop your belly, send your tailbone up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and lift your gaze. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Then exhale as you round down, chin to chest, belly button to spine, and really round out the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And any extra movements, I like to kind of shimmy it around. Whatever your body needs. I feel like it feels really good on my back if I like, especially in a rounded position, if I wag my tail a little bit. You know, you can do circles. Whatever feels good for your body, that's what you need to do. It's asking for it, right? Okay, let's come back to a neutral spine. And take your right leg behind you and lift it up, keeping your hips square to the floor. So your toe is flexed. Now, take your left arm and reach it long in front of you by your ear. Gaze is slightly in front. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Now, we're going to, on our next exhale, you're going to tap your elbow to your knee. So take an inhale here. Exhale, take a tap as close as you can. And inhale forward. Exhale, tap. Inhale forward. Exhale, tap. Inhale forward. Replace your hand back on the mat, but keep your foot lifted. Now take your foot, cross it over the other foot. So take your right leg, cross it over outside the left side of your mat, and then look over your left shoulder to try to see your toes. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, lift the leg back up, nice and square, and drop your knee down. Sit with it for a second. Now we're going to do the opposite. So inhale, lifting your left leg behind you. Square your hips. Square your hips. So sometimes I even reach for my hip bone to make sure that it's in the right place. And then send your right hand by your ear. You're looking slightly out in front of you. This is tiger pose. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale again. Exhale, tap, knee to elbow. Inhale forward. Exhale, tap. Inhale forward. Exhale, tap. Inhale forward. Release your hand. Bring your leg to the right side of the mat, looking over the right shoulder, trying to see the toes, feeling that length in the side body. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale the leg back up. Make sure it's square. So square your hips. And then drop your knee. Toes together. Knees apart. Wide-legged child's pose. Keep your hands active. So your hands are in front of you. Your forehead could be on the mat, hitting that third eye. You can tense your fingers for more activation in your arms. And just come back to your breath right here. Inhaling steadily. Exhaling steadily. And then we're going to come back to table. Maybe your hands might be a little bit like another palm print further out in front of you. Send your seat to your heels, tuck your toes, and press back to your first downward dog. First downward dog of the day. You could be wide. Spread your fingers nice and wide. You're pushing the ground down and away. Hips go up and back. If you need to bend your knees to get your hips up, that's fine. If your heels don't touch the ground, that's okay too. So start just by pedaling out your feet, walking the dog, one leg at a time, taking a nice deep breath on each side. On your next inhale, try to ground both of your heels and maybe wag your tail. This feels really good, especially on the back. And then we're going to widen our feet at the back of the mat and walk back towards your feet. Hands back to the feet. Come up to a half lift. So your back is nice and straight. And then you're going to exhale and just fold it. Your legs can be bent. Grab opposite forearms and maybe sway, ragdoll pose. Enjoying the sensations running through your body. You might feel it as tingles or heat, whatever it is, just enjoy it. On your next inhale, take your hands to your hips with a generous bend in your knees. Slowly roll up, pulling your belly button in to your spine. Roll it up one vertebra at a time. Chin stays tucked. Head arrives last. And we come to the back of the mat. Mountain pose. So you can feel your feet really grounding down. Your legs are active. Your head is reaching up towards the ceiling. Your chin is parallel to the floor. This thing keeps falling off. Just stick it in here. Okay. Inhale your hands up by your head. Grab clasp your hands together. Release your pointer finger. We're going to do that tilt again. So try to keep your hips square and just tilt to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale back up to the center. And then exhale, we're going to fold over our legs. Your feet don't have to be together. Your legs don't have to be straight. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward to a plank position. This first one, we're just going to do a modified vinyasa. But once we get started, you could do it any way you want. When I say lower your way, that means lower your way, whether it's how we're going to do it right now, or if it's chaturanga, whatever it is. So, drop your knees, your chest and your chin, keeping your butt up. Inhale as you slither forward, and your stomach comes to the mat, and you're in this baby cobra. And then exhale, we're going to send it back to downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Always coming back to your breath. That's the thing that's always going to be there for you. On our next inhale, let's just take a stroll to the top of the mat till your feet come to the top of the mat. Inhale to a half lift. And if you want to put your hands on your calves, that will give you the correct alignment. And then exhale as you fold it down. So now we're going to root to rise. So root down, your knees slightly bent. Inhale. Rise all the way up. Hands come up above your head into the prayer. Look up at your thumbs. Exhale. Dive right back down over your legs. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale. plant your hands, step your right foot back, then your left foot back. Now you're in a plank position. Take an inhale here at the top of the plank or push-up. And then I'm going to show you how I do the vinyasa, but you can still do the knees, chest, chin, or a modified chaturanga. But you're going to exhale as you lower. This is chaturanga. You don't lower all the way. Somebody told us once we were paying too much for our chaturangas. And then you inhale to your back bend, which could be a cobra or an up dog like I'm doing. And then exhale, rolling over the top of your feet, coming back to downward dog. Take some nice deep breaths here, appreciating this pose that is restful yet active. One more deep breath in through the nose. And if there's anything to let go of, let it out your mouth. And then inhale as you look between your hands to the front of the mat. And exhale, you can either step, walk, jump, stride, whatever gets you to the top of the mat on an exhale. Then, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Knees are slightly bent. Hands come all the way up above your head. Pray over your head, looking up at your thumbs. You can even give it a little back bend. And then exhale, fold right back over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Then you're going to either step, walk, or jump back to your either. So if you're going to jump back, you have to land with bent arms. Because otherwise, you don't just jump back to a plank. You jump back to your almost chaturanga position. You can watch me if you like. So here's my chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. However you get back here is just fine. Push that ground away. Lift your heels. Let your hips go up and back. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next inhale, look up and prepare. And then exhale, walk, hop, stride, jump, whatever you do to get to the top of the mat. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, root to rise. Hands come all the way up above your head. Looking up at your thumbs. Bring them back down to heart center. Mountain pose. Reconnect with your breath. Something that is also helpful to remind you of your breath. If you put your right hand over your heart space and your left hand on top of it, you'll feel the results of what you've been doing. And you can even massage counterclockwise. Let that intention set in through your heart. Sun salutation B is next, just so that you know. Mountain pose. I'm sorry, I have notes because every class I'm trying to make different for you. All right. Inhale to chair position. So you want to sit your hips back and you want to be able to see your toes. And the rest of you is straight. It's like a lightning bolt. Now your feet can either be together. Mine have to be spread just so I have a back situation. So my feet are always a little wider than what they say. And then we're going to exhale as we fold over our legs. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, I'm going to step back to plank position. Inhale at the top of the plank. Exhale, lowering down your way. Inhaling up to the back bend of your choice. You guys look great. Exhale, rolling over the feet. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Then you're going to ground the left foot. Inhale, bring the right foot up. Step it through between your feet, setting up for warrior one. One breath. Inhale. Exhale, coming down to frame the right foot. Step it back to downward dog. Inhale, lifting. Oh, shit. Sorry. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. Stepping it forward between the hands. Setting up for warrior one. Inhaling. Exhale, frame the foot. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale to your back bend. And then exhale, downward dog. Let's take a stride to the top of the mat. Inhale to chair. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Hearts. Hands to heart center. We're going to twist to the right. So take your left elbow and place it on the outside edge of your right leg. And twist, keeping your arms stacked, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale, back to center. Still in chair, hands at prayer. Turn to the other side, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left leg. come forward, plank position, top of a push-up. Inhale. Exhale, lowering. Inhale to your back bend. And then exhale to downward facing dog. We do the other side. Take a nice deep breath here. Ground your right foot. Inhale the left foot up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands and come up to warrior two. Settle in. Remember, your stomach's in, pelvis neutral, pressing into the feet, your knee, front knee stacked over ankle, pressing fiercely through the outer edge of your back foot, shoulders away from the ears, arms pulling dynamically, looking over those left fingers. Now we're going to flow. Ready? Inhale. So we're opening up. Flip your left palm toward the ceiling. Open your chest and reach up towards the ceiling. Then exhale, placing the left forearm and elbow onto the left thigh, side angle. Inhale, back up to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Up once more. And then come down to side angle where we're going to hold it. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. And now we're going to do our triangle pose on this leg. So, your leg's straight. You're still facing the side. Take your left hand. Reach it forward. Bring your left palm down to your leg or outside your foot, wherever it falls comfortably. The right hand goes up, and you're like between two panes of glass. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Frame your foot. Now walk your palms to the long side of your mat and move your left toes so that they're parallel to the short side of your mat. So you're in this preparation for a wide-legged forward fold. We're at the half lift position at this point. So right here, you want to lift all 10 toes off of the mat. This makes sure that your weight is evenly distributed through all the edges of your feet. And then gently place your toes back down. Our tendency is to really grip with the toes. So we're going to inhale here and exhale. Just fold. Hinge forward. It's not a round. Flat back, hinging. Inhaling and exhaling. This is really good for the back, for the hamstrings. Feels really good. I like to wag a little as well. Maybe bend back and forth if it's too stressful on your joints. Always listen to your body and don't go beyond your edge. Let's inhale up to a half lift and fold it down once more. Inhale up, look over the left shoulder, walk your hands to frame your left foot, then step your back foot forward to mountain pose. And just sit with it. We just did a lot of work. All right. Next. Oh my God. One of my favorite poses coming up. So, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, top of the push-up. Exhale, lower. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, here you're going to take your right leg, lift it up. Open up your hip. So stack your hips one on top of the other, but keep your arms very strong at the front so that you don't sort of melt into one side. Bend your knee. Make one giant hip circle, one direction, and one giant hip circle the other direction. Now straighten out your hips so that they're square to the front. And then you're going to take your right knee behind your right wrist and your toes towards your left wrist, setting up for pigeon. So, and your right foot, your shin, I should say, does not have to be parallel to the top of the mat. Don't ever let anybody tell you that. It's anatomical. If you need to have your leg in towards your hip more, then make it that way. And keep your right foot flexed. That's the most important part. It protects your knee. So we're going to inhale as we come back. And also, before we do that, take a look over your right shoulder or left shoulder. Make sure that your left leg is stretched long, straight from your hip. So it's not splayed out or splayed in. And then we're going to come down to slumbering. Come down to your forearms. If you want to go all the way down to the mat, if you have a block to rest your head on, you can always do that. Whatever works for you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, slowly walk your hands up. Tuck your left toes. And step back to downward facing dog. Stretch it out. If you need a cleansing breath here, take a nice inhale through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. Inhale, right foot grounds, lift the left. Open the hip. Keep your shoulders square. Bend your knee. Giant hip circles with your knee is the point of a pencil. One giant circle one direction. One giant circle the other direction. Lubricating that joint. Straighten the leg out, square the hips. Bring your left knee behind your left wrist and the toes towards your right wrist. Straighten out your right leg behind you. Take a look over your shoulder. Make sure that your right foot is directly in line with your hip. Inhale as you lift up. And then exhale, we're going to fold it down to our slumbering pigeon. Make sure you keep your left foot flexed. It's very important. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale as you walk your hands back up. Tuck your right toes. And send your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Just enjoy this. It's active but restful. Try to have your elbow creases facing forward. Your fingers are nicely spread. If your wrists are bothering you, make sure you're very aware of pressing the weight into your thumb and your pointer finger mounds. It takes the pressure off of your wrists. Let's just come down to our knees. Spread the toes together, knees apart, and let's just take a wide-legged child's pose. Because I think that we don't have enough time to do Yeah. I'm going to have to cut out some of this. Just enjoy your child's pose. Active arms. Slowly come up. And I do want to do a balance pose, so let's just make our way to stand. However you get there is fine. We're going to do stork pose. So I always like to have my hands on my hips because keeping the hips square definitely helps with balance. Now we're going to shift weight into the right foot. So let your left toes, maybe I'll face you guys for this. Shift your weight into the right foot and let your left toes be light. And then you're just going to lift your left knee. This is stork pose. You can raise your hands if you like. Just try to keep your knee at hip level. Foot is flexed. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now, if you can do this without making a pit stop at mountain pose, that's the best. But if you have to pit stop at mountain, go ahead. But we're going right into warrior 3. So you're sending your right foot back. Oh, now I'm backwards. Sending your left foot back. Right leg stays straight. Hips are squared towards the floor. It could be a supported warrior 3 where you have a block or something to hold on to. I usually use 2, but all of mine are taken. Do it this way. On this leg. And your back is in line with your neck and your foot. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Keep the foot flexed. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. And slowly lower that foot down next to the other. And you can even do a little dance to shake out that feeling. But just notice it. So now we're going to do the other side. Shift weight into the left foot. Right toes are light. Come up to stork. Hands on hips is the easiest way because it keeps you balanced. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now, without pit stopping, if you can, begin to shift your weight forward, your heart forward, your right leg back, flex foot, hips are square to the floor. Any hand variation, I like this one. Inhale. Anytime I see someone fall, I fall. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Bring your foot down gently. Shake, shake. Then come up onto your toes. Heels are off the ground. And lower as slowly as you can back down to the mat. So we'll do just a little stretching on the mat because I know we're running a little late. So we're going to start with bound angle or Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose as we used to call it. So your knees don't have to be in incredibly tight. I mean, your feet don't need to be in incredibly tight towards your pelvis, wherever it's comfortable for you. If you wrap your hands around your toes and pull your heart forward, you already have activity in your hips, right? So if that's enough, stay right there. If you want more, bend your elbows out to the side and come down with a flat back. And as low as you can go flat, then drop your head. Inhaling and exhaling. Pay attention to your breath right now. What's it doing? Is it active? Is it passive? Are you able to send it to the places in your body that are asking for it? And then slowly roll up and bring your right sole of your foot to your inner left thigh. See, I'm facing you, so I'm mirroring. So your right foot to the inner left thigh. Turn your torso so that your heart is leading towards your knee on that side. Inhale the arms up, and with the flat back, reach. Just reach, 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 reach. Beyond the toes, wherever your hands land, whether it's on the floor, on your leg, on your grabbing around your toes, wherever they reach is just fine. And make sure you're nice and flat. And then when you have nothing more to give, round it down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And slowly walk it up. Switch your legs. So now your left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. Turn your torso so that your heart's over your right knee. Inhale as you lift your arms. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. It's a flat back until you can't give any more flat and you're at your edge. Let your head fall down. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And slowly come back up. We'll turn to the long side of the mat. I'm starting to wrap it up. I'm sad that we didn't have time for everything. Maybe next time. So let's lay down onto our backs. Bring your knees as close to your butt as you can. We're just going to do 2 bridges and then we'll wrap it up. So, your knees are as close to your butt as you can get them. They're parallel. And what you're going to do is just gently lift your hips and your lower back off the mat. Keeping your legs active will help protect the back. If you have a block, you can always take a supported bridge by putting a block underneath and your hands face up. Or if you can clasp your hands underneath your bridge, it'll get your shoulders closer together. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. And slowly, carefully lower from the top to the bottom. Gently, gently, gently. And then windshield washer your knees. Back and forth. Don't hug them in yet. Just windshield washer. Another great movement if you have back issues, just to lay on the floor and do this. It feels really good. And we'll do another bridge, any variation you like. So make sure your feet are planted. Lift slowly from first lift your pelvis, your hips, your lower back, your upper back. If you can tuck your shoulders underneath and grab your arms. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. And slowly, gently lower back down to the mat. Windshield washer first. A couple of times, back and forth. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. And then you're going to drop your knees over to the left side. Right arm goes out to the side like a T. I'm using my left hand to anchor down the knees. And my right shoulder, is on the mat. If you can look towards your right hand, that's great. If not, look straight up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Bring it back to center and go to the other side. So now I'm going to use my right hand as an anchor on top of my right knee. My left hand is out like a T. My shoulders on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, bringing your knees up to your chest. Hug them in. Bring your head up towards your knees. Get into a tight little ball. Then let your head drop. Grab the outer edges of your feet and do a happy baby. Massaging the spine if you'd like, back and forth, or not. Any final pose you'd like to take, this would be the time. This is where I usually do my inversions, but I'm not going to do that today because we're so short on time. So I'm just going to enjoy this happy baby. And then you're going to bring your knees back into your chest. Get into a tight ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Everything as tight as you can. And then let it go and come into your final resting pose. Anything that you need with you to make the Shavasana more comfortable, bring it with you. So, socks, sweatshirt, a blanket, anything else that's going to make you feel comfortable, because this final resting pose might actually be the hardest pose that we do, because it counts on you to be able to let your mind be aware but not thinking about anything. It's a mindful meditation. So once you're on your back, shift around however your body needs to find comfort in this nourishing place of presence. Feel your physical body relax. Become aware of your body touching the floor beneath you. Allow your bones to be heavy on your mat and your muscles to soften around them. Thank your bones and your muscles, your skin, this physical body that you reside in right now, for getting you this far. Surrender into the mat. Surrender to gravity. And surrender to the need to hold on. Surrender everything. Honor the ability to honor yourself in this moment and allow your breath to be exactly as it is. Be present in this moment and allow yourself to embrace this journey of wholeness. Give yourself permission to just be right here in this moment, gently inhaling and exhaling naturally. Allow your body to soften and relax into the mat. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. Feel the support of Mother Earth holding you and providing you everything that you need in this moment. She's amazing in that we take all positivity in through our hearts and we can leave all negativity behind us through our backside back down to Mother Earth, who magically transforms that negativity into positivity, giving us an endless supply upon which to draw when we most need it. Know that the inhale and the exhale will happen when they need to. There is no need for effort in the balance of the giving and receiving of breath. And every effortless breath allows us to leave any thoughts or worries behind that we may have. And to seal this practice, I found a quote by an unknown author that resonated with the request for the breath work that I got for today's practice. And that quote says, "When you own your breath, nobody can steal your peace." I'm going to say that again. When you own your breath, nobody can steal your peace. Slowly begin to deepen your breathing. Gently invite some movement back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and ankles. Take a nice long overhead stretch. Pulling one way with your arms and the opposite direction with your legs. Like it's the first thing in the morning. When you're ready, roll onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow, left palm to the floor, completing the connection to Mother Earth. We're going to take 3 breaths together right there in that position. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale it out of your mouth. 2 more like that. Inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. 1 more. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Slowly make your way up to a comfortable, tall, seated position. It can be easy seat. It can be thunderbolt pose or stacked knees, whatever works for you. And we'll seal the practice as we always do with the vibrational connection and the sound of everything. Ohms. You don't have to ohm if you're not an ohmer, but I am. Om. Shanti. 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 Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head towards your prayer. We give thanks for these ancient teachings being available to us, and we give thanks to the teacher within us all. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. Namaste.